Here is the 2014 to 2018 Kia Forte. Before we get started though, let me give a quick shout out to Naya Motors Inc. for letting us use the car today to film the video. They are a used car dealer here in Ottawa, Canada. Check out the link in description for their entire inventory. Now let's go ahead and open the driver's side door. Right over there is the primary hood release lever. Pull it. Now in front of the vehicle, right on top of the Kia emblem there, put one finger in there and then push it left like that. While you're pushing it left, lift up the hood. This hood requires a prop rod to keep it in place, so grab the rod and put it in that slot over there with the arrow marking it. Then slide it left and let it go. Let's start with the passenger side low beam bulb. Now that's the bulb over there. The way to access it is from behind it over there. You'll see a black cap. Yep, that's the one. We need to loosen this, so twist it left. Now you'll need to use your index finger and your thumb to twist it left. It's probably going to be stuck over there. You might even have to get both your hands in there somehow and then use all the force to loosen it. This is probably going to be the hardest part. Spend a few seconds, be patient with it, but it'll come out. Now to get the connector off, you got to press it down from the bottom and squeeze it, but that's going to be hard too. So do this instead. Pull on each of the side clips, pull it and push it down. One at a time. Pull it out and down. And then sort of wiggle the entire connector, and this is going to take a few seconds too, right? Wiggle it one side at a time and alternate it, and then you'll get the connector off. There it is. Once the connector's off, all you have to now do is just grab the bulb and twist it left. Use your index finger, get it in where I'm showing, and then use your index finger to twist it left to apply all the twisting force. So turn the bulb. Now it's loose, and just get the bulb out. Now when you're handling bulbs, it's a good idea to have gloves on or some kind of towel or napkin so you don't touch the bulb's glass surface with your bare hands, because the oil from your skin can get on the bulb glass surface and damage it, and you don't want that. Now this bulb is a H11, that's the bulb size number, so get the new H11 bulb and let's put the bulb back in. Now when you're putting it in, it has to be positioned the way I'm showing you right now. It has to sort of go in at that angle with the bottom of the bulb pointing at like 4 o'clock. Right, once it's in place like this, now all you have to do is just twist it right to lock it in place, and the base of the bulb should now be at 6 o'clock. That's good. Now let's just slide the connector on its position, and you can put it in either way, like you can't go wrong with it. Just put it on and then slide it on and locked in place. Now let's put the cap back on. Now when you're putting the cap back on, you notice there's a text on it, open, close. Just as a guide, that closed text, it should be pointing upwards. When you do that, the cap just sort of sits on. Yep, just like so. See how it drops in? Once it's positioned that way, now just turn it right and lock it in place. You have to turn it right like quarter of a turn. Now the driver's side low beam bulb, there's a bulb over there. This is the exact same process as the passenger side, no difference whatsoever. The fuse box is there, but it's not going to be in the way. You have enough space to get your hand in there and actually take the bulb out. I couldn't get the camera in, but what I'm going to show you is that it is in fact the same process, same bulb, same everything as the passenger side, and that you can in fact get your hand in there and do it. So now let's first loosen that cap. Again, you may have to use both your hands for it. Get the cap out, get the connector off, connector out. Now let's get the bulb out. Same bulb, H11 bulb. Get the new bulb, put it inside there, position it and tighten it. And over here you'll have to do everything by feel. You'll have to sort of feel it and make sure that everything is sitting in place. Now that I've done this, let's just go and actually turn the lights on, and just to confirm that everything is actually working right. In the car, put the key in the on position, turn the lights on, and let's check it out. And it's looking good. That's good. Now let's move on to the passenger side high beam bulb. The way to access it from behind there, that small cap, that's the one. Twist it left. This is going to be slightly easier to twist left than the low beam bulb, but again, may take a few seconds. Get it out. Now when you're getting the connector off, you have to squeeze it on the side before you pull it. Right there. See where my finger is? You're going to squeeze over there, right over there. Yeah, that's a different angle. Yes, so squeeze over there and then pull the connector off. Now the connector is off, you gotta get the clip off. So push down and up. Again, slow down over here and watch carefully how I'm doing it. See that? Off. Let me put it on again. To get it off, push it down, out, and it's off. Now get it out of the way completely. There's the bulb. Grab the bulb and pull it out. Now when you're handling the bulb, again, as long as you don't touch the glass surface of the bulb with your bare hands, you're fine. As long as you're sort of just holding it from the back, that's okay. Let's take a closer look at it. This is a H1 bulb. Again, H1, it says it right there on it. So get the new H1 bulb, and you have to position the bulb the way I'm showing it. See how the flat part of the bulb is pointing towards like 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock position? Only then it's going to sit on. And now let's put the metal clip back on. Let's put the connector on. And let's just get an idea of the orientation of the camera right now as I'm showing it. See, that's how I'm pointing the camera. Let's now put the cap back on. Once the cap is on, just twist it right to lock it in place. Moving on to the driver's side high beam bulb. It's the exact same process as the passenger side one, except that, see, this time out when you try to access the cap, see that diagnosis thing, that's going to be in the way. So let's get a 10mm wrench or a 10mm socket ratchet combination and loosen that bolt. Get it out, and as soon as you get it off, just put the bolt back in and like tighten it a couple threads so you don't lose the bolt. Get that diagnosis connector off completely, and now you have enough space to access the bulb. Get the cover off. Same process, squeeze and get the connector off. Now let's get the clip off. Press down, up and out, and get the bulb out. This is the same bulb as the passenger side, H1. Again, H1, that's the bulb size number. Get it back in and position it the way I'm showing. The flat face of the bulb should be pointing at like 7 o'clock now, just the way I show it. Put it on, and now let's put the clip on and tighten the clip. Lock, done. It's in place. Now let's put the connector on, and finally the cap back on. The cap drops in. That's in place. Now twist it right, and you are done. Let's now don't forget to put that diagnostic connector back in its place. Get the bolt off. Put the connector back on. And now let's put the bolt back on and tighten it down. And now let's try it out. See if all the lights are working fine. Put the key in the on position. Turn the lights on. And everything is looking good. That is good. See how easy the whole process was? Hope you found the video helpful. First you have to push the hood, take load off the prop rod, slide it right and get it out of there, put it back in its place, lower the hood and then slam it shut. Hope you found it useful.